All right, so let's look at question 7, which involve electrolysis. So based on the diagram, right, I've labeled your positive electrode and negative electrode. So positive corresponds to your anode, right? Remember the acronym panic. Positive is anode, negative is cathode. Okay, so your negative will be your cathode, which undergoes reduction. Okay, anode always oxidation, cathode always reduction. It's always true no matter what kind of cell it is. Okay, so basically it is a dilute solution of potassium sulfate. So basically you have your aqueous solution, right? If you remember your electrolysis of dilute NaCl, usually when you have like a aqueous solution, right, and you do a electrolysis for dilute solution of any salt, is basically the electrolysis of water. Okay, so you have your OH minus anion going to the anode for oxidation. You can memorize this equation, and then for the cathode, you will have the H plus also from the water being reduced to hydrogen gas. Okay, so you need to remember these two reactions. It is going to be useful when you have electrolysis of any dilute solution, except those involving copper. Okay, describe and explain how the reaction occurring at each electrode uh, before the barium nitrate crystals were placed, right? How will it affect the appearance of the filter paper that is soaked with purple litmus? Okay, so what happens, right, at the electrode 1 is that you get less hydroxide. So if you have less hydroxide, right, the balance is that you have more H plus compared to the hydroxide ion, which makes it acidic. Okay, so this will change the color from purple to red. Okay, so for electrode 2, right, it is the opposite. H plus will be used up, and then you will have lesser H plus compared to OH minus, which will lead it to be basic. Okay, so the color will change from purple to blue, right? Basic color. Okay, let's look on at part B, right? You have barium nitrate crystals placed in the middle. Student observe that the crystal dissolve. Okay, so barium nitrate is soluble in water. All right, so that's something that you will need to know. What's another observation that you can make? You will see a white PPT that's being formed. What is this white PPT? It's actually barium sulfate. Okay, remember you have your potassium sulfate, right? So those are actually in solution form. You have sulfate ion floating around, and then you add barium, barium 2 plus. You react with the sulfate in a precipitation reaction. So you form this white precipitate.